morning, everyone. Welcome to the day 2 of demo in Python programming. Yesterday, we have discussed about what is a language and how to solve the problem and what are the components of a programming. Then we went to discuss about what are the major features of Python programming. Okay. Now, today I wanted to solve a small case studies by taking off the 5 steps of how to solve a problem. Okay, now you take any problem in computer science that discuss about this 5 points. First of all, we should identify the problem. Okay, once we identify the problem, we need to identify what are the inputs are needed and how to process the problem and what are the variables, what are the constants, what are the data types are needed, then how the control flows will be taken, and like the how the files will be stored and how the data will be get. Now finally we need to identify what we need to get the outcome. Okay, now this entire process will comes under analyzing the problem. Once we analyze the problem, then we should design the solution. Designing the solution is nothing but writing a small pseudocode or algorithm or a flowchart kind of thing. Once we have the clear-cut design about the problem, then we should take implementation. That in software engineering or in SDLC, we will call it as a coding phase. Finally, this evaluation is nothing but testing phase. Is it okay? Now, today I wanted to take around 10 to 12 problems by taking how to take a problem and how to solve the problems we will see. Okay, shall I continue? Clear? Can you please respond? The sessions must be interactive only. You must interact with me by unmuting yourself. Okay, please. If you don't have any noise background, you can directly unmute yourself. If you have any background noise, then please mute yourself. Okay, please. Both Renuka Prasad as well as Rajendra, kindly follow my instructions. Okay. Whenever you have, whenever you have any doubt, any small doubt, kindly interact with me. The sessions must be all my teaching since 4 years in Harsha is going on same way. Okay, now please. Now let us start our problem with addition of 2 numbers. For example, though it is a simple problem which will tell about all these 5 stages. Well, first one is identify the problem. I know the problem. My problem is addition of 2 numbers. My problem is addition of 2 numbers. Then how, in what way I am going to take inputs and how I am writing formula and constants. These are also very important tasks for us. Okay, please. Now, here in Python, if I want to take any input from the command prompt, I need a function called input. Okay, please let me discuss about what is input function. Input is a function. Input is a built-in function in Python which always takes a string as an argument, string. And which returns string. Very, very important point is input is a built-in function in Python which is used to read a data in the form of a string and which is going to return output the data in the form of a string. Okay, now if I want to add 2 numbers, could you please respond to me? Add 2 numbers. If I want to add 2 numbers, can I take the data in the form of a string? Can you please respond? No. Okay, because we have only one solution. Input is a function which is used to take the input, but always it will take string as input and it is going to return string. So what we need to do, we need to convert. Okay, we need a procedure to convert string to integer. Will you agree? String to integer. Integer is nothing but a number. So it can be done by a function called int function. It can be done by a function called int function. The same thing I have done here, please. Input is a function. Just now I told you, it will take input in the form of a string. A string is nothing but it is enclosed either in single quotes or double quotes. Okay. In C language, double quotes is called a string, a single quotes is called as character. But whereas in Python, either single quotes or double quotes will consider as a string. Okay, so I'm taking string as input, and I wanted to return my outcome as string. So I have converted into integer. Then I'm going to store that number in a variable called n1. Can I explain once again this point? Hello?
No, I understood.
Yeah, very good, very good. Now, in the same way, I have taken the number 2 also, because if I want to add two numbers, I need to take input from 2 times. Okay, first input is stored in n1, second input is stored in n2. Now, I can convert an integer. Here, I am once again converting the integer into float. Float of n1 plus float. Plus is an operator which is used to add two numbers. So, my result I'm going to store in a variable called sum, print of sum. Look at here carefully. Now, first variable I'm taking 100, second variable I'm taking 200. So the first variable 100 is stored in a variable called as n1. Second variable n2 is stored in a variable. Now, finally, what I have done, n1 is an integer, n2 is an integer. Now, directly I will. I don't want to make it a little bit difficult. Please give me 1 minute. I will do with integers only. Floats we will data later. Now let us take 100, 200. Now 300 will be 100 is n1, 200, n2 is 200, 300 will be stored in sum. That I am displaying here. Is it okay? Can you please respond about input function? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, if it is okay, guest we will take another function. Okay. Now there is another function called eval. Eval is another beautiful function. Okay. Now in Python we have one more function called eval. Okay. Now what it will do is eval takes the input as a string. The eval takes input as a string, and it is going to return the value in the form of a number, either in the form of an integer or in the form of a float. Here, no need to convert the data into either integer or floats. Whereas if I take the data in the form of input, I should convert the data into corresponding either int or float functions. Okay, either int or float functions. So what the evaluation is doing, the evaluation is taking the string as input, and which is going to return the output as either integer or float. Now let us take a simple example. I have taken an expression. Shall I call it as an expression? Can you please identify? My expression is x multiply x plus 1 multiply x plus 2. Okay, now can you please respond?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Here, what I am taking, I have taken an integer value 3 into a variable x. Okay, I have taken a value 3 into x. This is the process of assigning a value 3 to a variable x. Now what is happening? I am calling, look at here, eval. As I already told you, eval always takes a string as argument. Clear? Eval always takes a string as argument. Will you agree? Look at here carefully. What I have discussed, eval is a function which always takes a string as input. Okay, now here I am taking string as input, and look at here what I am returning back. I am returning integer 60. Now whenever you give 3 to this x, x will become 3, x plus 1, that nothing but 3 plus 1, x plus 2 nothing but 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 5 now. Now this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12, 12 multiplied by 5 is 20. Okay, now you got the output. Hello, can you please respond?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the difference between input and eval function? Input is a function which takes string as argument and returns string, whereas eval is a function which takes a string as input and returns either integer or float as output. Okay. Now, if you permit me, I will discuss another beautiful concept. This we are going to use regularly in the programming. Okay, I wanted to generate random numbers, please. Okay, I have a die. I have a die. You know that die has 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I throw a die, can you tell me what kind of chance we will get it? There may be a chance of 1 by 6. Out of 6 faces, 1 may come and 2 may come, 3 may come. There is a chance, there is equal chance of 1 may come, 2 may come, 3 may come, 4 may come, 5 may come, 6 may come. Will you agree? Can you please respond?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I throw a die, there may be a chance of 1. There may be a chance of 2. Here, out of 6, 1. So I will call it as 1 by 6. The outcome is, if I throw a die, toss, can you tell me? There may be a chance of tail, there may be a chance of head. So it is called as 1 by 2. Shall I consider this one?
Yes.
That means I have only half chance of getting tail, 50% chance of getting tail, 50% chance of getting head. Will you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, same thing. Now I wanted to generate random numbers between 0 to 100. Here, if I make it as 6, what is happening? Every time it is going to generate a new random number. Look at here. Every time is generating a new number. Look at here. In between 0 to 6, you may get 0 also, but in die, can you get 0? No, no. So we will take it as 1 comma 6. Either you may get 1, or you may get a 6, or you may get anything. Is it okay? Now, random integer is a function which is from this library. Okay, na? Now, if I want to generate any random numbers, I should take a function called random integer. So I will take this logic and I'll try to implement 2 to 3 applications. Shall I go?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Now I wanted to write a program. Just identify the problem. First of all, you have to study the problem carefully. Okay. We have to write a program that asks the user to enter a number. Okay. We need to take some inputs from the user. Now, if that number is negative, we have to print a message that they can't enter negative numbers. Else, print a square root of the number. This is my problem. Okay, na? Now, in this problem, there are 3 points. First point is it should take some inputs from the. Now, you know how to take inputs from the keyboard. Okay. Now, input is a function which is enter a number. Now, if I do like this, enter a number, mostly if I take -5, if I take a number, I am converting evaluation, so it is going to convert it into number, stored in a variable called as number. Okay, my first step is completed. Now I am checking if the number is negative. I wanted to print a message. What message I wanted to print? I have to say like this. For that, I have to take a condition. If is a condition which will take true condition as well as false condition. Look at here. If it is negative, I should display message. Otherwise means alternatively, I should find out the square root of the number. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3, like that. Is it okay? Hello. Now, if the number is less than 0, I wanted to print you cannot enter negative. If the number which I entered is not a negative, I wanted to find out square root of sqrt is a built-in function. It will calculate the square root of a number. Now, if I am printing 5, what is happening? It is displaying you can't enter negative number. Once again, do the same process. Here, if I press 16, it is calculating square root of 4. Understood? Just look at the logic for 2 minutes. And if you have any doubts, kindly ask me.
Little bit confusing, sir.
Yeah, wait. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will tell you. I'll explain, please. If is a condition, just a minute. If is a condition in programming, okay, Now always in my problem I told that if I enter any negative number, either -5 or -10, can I call them as negative numbers? If I enter any negative number, I should display message. We can't enter negative number. Okay, now according to the problem, you please look at here. Print out a message telling that they can't enter negative number. Is it okay? If I am entering a negative number, any negative number, -1, -2, I should display can't enter negative number. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Negative number. Now, if I enter either 0 or +1 or +2 or any positive number, I should find out square root. What is the how to calculate square root? Square root of 9 is equal to 3. In order to find out square root, I have a function called sqrt. In Python is most of built-in functions. Okay, no need to write logic for this. Simply call a function, your job is done. Okay, now if I enter 16, what is happening? Sqrt of that number, it is giving 4.0. Is it okay? Now you understood?
Yes, sir.
Now can you please read this sentence problem? Can you please read the problem? Ask the user to enter a temperature in Celsius. Okay, na? We are asking users to enter a temperature in Celsius. Now, if the temperature, now we need to note down the conditions. If the temperature is less than 0, I should print a message warning, low temperature. Is it okay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the second condition? If my temperature is in between 0 and 35, I should display temperature is okay. What is my final condition? If my temperature is not 0 and not between 0 to 35, I should write a message called high temperature. Is it okay? Shall I implement these 3 statements?
Yes, sir.
Now, first of all, we should take an input from the keyboard in the form of Celsius. Now, let me take the temperature. For that, I am writing eval function input enter a temperature. Is it okay? Now, for example, for understanding purpose, I am giving temperature as first. Let us go for -5. Here, this can if the temperature is less than or equal to 0, I should print a low temperature. Na? So what I'm writing, if is a condition, if the temperature is less than or equal to 0, I'm writing a warning condition. Now here I will write warning condition. Is it okay? My first condition is satisfied. Can you please tell me okay? Now,
Yes, sir.
so yeah, once again, now I'm taking a value 10. 10 is in between 0 and 35. Here I'm saying else. If this condition is not true, then it will go to second statement. If my temperature is in between 0 to 35, 0 is less than temperature 35, then I am printing temperature is okay. Now, in this case, I am going to print temperature is okay. If the temperature is not less than 0 or temperature is not between 0 and 35, I should display the message as high temperature. Now, I'll take temperature as 50. Now, what kind of message it is displaying? Is it high temperature? Now, first of all, we have to identify the problem. That's what I have discussed here. Okay. First of all, we should identify the problem. Then we should see what must be the inputs regarding the problem and what I should print. Okay. Understood? Then we should design the solution in such a way. Once we have the design, then we should write a coding either by using Python or by using Java. Then you should test each and every algorithm with the evaluation function. Is it okay? Every problem you should solve in this way only. Okay. Once you understand the problem, you should note down what must be the inputs. Okay. What must be the output? How should we write the logic? Okay. How many conditions are necessary? How many do I need conditions, or do I need loops? Do I need files? You need to identify. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now,
Sir,
yeah. Please.
how can we remember this inputs and outputs?
Okay. Can you please ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్పమ్మా?
ఈ inputs ఉన్నాయి కదా evaluation coding ఆ coding అంతా ఎట్లా
నేను స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను అమ్మా, డెమోస్ లో చెప్తున్నాను అనమాట. అది ఇంకా నేను చెప్పలేదు కదా, అది నేను సిలబస్ స్టార్ట్ చేయలేదు ఇంకా. నేను సిలబస్ స్టార్ట్ చేయడానికి 4-5 రోజులు పడుతుంది. ఓకేనా, మీ దాని గురించి ఏం కంగారు పడదు, మొత్తం A to Z నేను చెప్తాను మీకు. ఓకేనా, నౌ లెట్ మీ నో ఇష్యూ, జస్ట్ గివ్ మీ వన్ మినిట్. నేను మీకు మీ క్వశ్చన్ కి ఆన్సర్ చెప్తాను. బిల్ట్ ఇన్ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఇన్ పైథాన్ చూడండి. Python supports so many built-in functions. Now I'll show you these functions one by one. Directly go to docs.python.org. Yeah, if you identify it carefully, can you identify this carefully? These are the built-in functions that are supported by Python. Is it okay? Now, have you seen a function called int here?
Okay.
Have you seen a function called int? Now, have you seen function called float? No. Have you seen a function called input? The here. Okay. Now, have you seen a function called eval? Each and every point we will teach it. Okay. Like this, Python supports around 50 to 60 functions are there. You should know each and every function. Okay, na? Please. Clear?
Yes, sir.
That we will discuss in the, once we start the syllabus, we need to go for each and every point. Okay. Can you please respond? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just 1 minute. Now, let me go back to my problem once again. Now, first read the problem, then we will try to discuss how to solve the problem. Now, we need to ask the user to enter a number of days. Okay, na? I wanted to enter a number of days for a month. We know that the number of days are 0 to 30. Okay, sometimes it is 28, sometimes it is 29, sometimes it is 31. More than 31, you will not have any month days, na? That you should know. Okay, na? That is common sense. Understand me? Ask the user to enter the number of days. If the user enters either 28 or 29, we know that that month should be February. Okay, I wanted to print that month as February. Okay, now, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, now let me take this problem here and explain step by step. What is my second condition? My second condition is if the number is days between 28 and 29, I should display as February. Okay, now if the user enters 30, as we know that April, June, September, November, these 4 months have 30 days. Okay, now if the user enters 31, it may be January, March, May, July, August, October or December. If the user enters not in between 28, 29, not in 30, not in 31, here we should display error message. Okay, na? Can you please tell me? Okay, here I should take 4 conditions. Condition number 1, condition number 2, condition number 3, condition number 4. Now, when you have these conditions in the programming, there is a logic, there is a condition we should use if is a statement. Okay, if is a statement, here I should write if is a keyword followed by expression. If this expression returns true, look at here the logic. Now here I am taking the number of days and the evaluation means I have converted the data into integer. Now if I enter days double equal to 28, double equal to means here the days is 28, 28 double equal to true now. Hello, this condition true now. If I enter either 28 or means either this condition is true or this condition is true, then I will print it is February. Okay, now if I enter either 28 or 29, I wanted to print it as February. Okay, if this condition is not true, it will come here a if block. If the number of days if I entered is 30, I wanted to print maybe April, June, September and November. Okay, now according to my third condition, if I enter the number of days as 31, I should print it as January, March, July, August, October and December. For example, if I am not entering 28, 29, if I am not entering 30, if I am not entering 31, finally I should write a message called error. Is it okay? First of all, whatever the maybe the problem we are, first of all we should identify the problem, okay, and then we should analyze the problem. Here I have 4 conditions. If I am entering 28 or 29, I should print as February. Now, if I am entering as 30, I should print it as either April, June, or September, November. If I am entering the data as 31, I should get these months. If I am not entering these 3 cases, finally, I should print the message as error. Like this, you should identify the problem and you should solve it slowly. Is it okay? Now, shall I go ahead? Now, I'm entering some data, please. I'm entering as 32. Now, if I enter 32, can you please tell me what kind of message it is going to print, Suresh Prasad? And can you? Yes, yes, it is error. Here, else is a statement. If no condition satisfied, finally it comes here. Is it okay? Now, for example, if I enter mostly around 28, then it will go for this block. For example, if I enter 30, what is happening? It is printing it as April, June. Is it okay? Now, I will wait for 2 minutes. If you have any problem in this, can you please tell me? I will discuss once again.
No,
Can you
no,
please?
sir.
Is it okay for everyone? Please. Now, I want you to ask a simple example, please. Please, let us take this example, okay? Please. I wanted to generate 10 random numbers. Suresh Prasad, mostly at the time you have left the class, I will discuss once again for 1 minute how to find out random numbers, okay? Now, if I want to throw a die, I may get 6 faces, na? Either 1 or 2 or 3, like 6, okay? Will you agree, Amar? Suresh Prasad? Sorry. Hello?
Yeah, Renuka
Yeah,
Prasad.
please. Yeah, yes, sorry, Renuka Prasad, sorry. Now, every time which is going to generate a new random number. Here, right now, 1, then, so it is 3, 4, but always a random integer is a function which is always generates either 1 to 6. Now, if I throw a die, what is happening? I may chance of getting 1 by 6 out of 6. I may chance of getting 2 by 6. I may chance of getting 3 by 6. This is for 2. This is for 3. Like this, all these chances are having equal priority. Okay. So I may get 1, I may get 2, I may get 3. This is intuition. Okay. Now this logic I'm using, I wanted to beautiful discussion of 2 to 3 applications on this. Please, can you go ahead now? Here, I wanted to write a program. Plus, understand the problem carefully, please. I wanted to write a program that generates 10 random numbers. Okay, that means I wanted to repeat the same random generation for 10 times. Will you agree? From 1 through 9. What is the meaning of 1 through 9? I have to call a function random integer 1, 9. I have to call this function for 10 times. Now look at carefully. Now, very, very important example is, if you want to repeat same logic, for mostly n number of times, this process is called as loop. Okay, in programming this process is called as loop. Okay, or iteration. If I want to execute the same block of statements, if I want to execute, for example, I have second statement, third statement, fourth statement. I wanted to execute the same statements repeatedly. I will use a concept called loop or iteration. Now, shall I discuss this logic? Now, can you tell me what statement has to be repeated? Can you please tell me? Random int, rand int. I wanted to generate numbers from 10 times, 1 to 9 numbers. Please understand the problem carefully. I wanted to generate the numbers from 1 through 9. It can be done with rand integers of 1, 10. So it has to be repeated for, look at here, generate 10 random numbers. So I have written a for loop for I in range of 10. I will discuss about range function for 2 minutes, please. Let me discuss. Range is a function, built-in function, range of 10. Range of 10 means which is going to generate starting number. It is going to generate 10 numbers. Starting number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. 10 will not be included. Is it okay? Now, can you tell me, is it consisting of 10 numbers? Can you please tell me, is it consisting of 10 numbers? So I wanted to repeat this logic for 10 times. Now, shall I combine these two statements to get the logic? Here. Now, in order to write a loop, I have a function, I have a repetition called for. Now, look at here. For I is a variable in range of 10. Now, for initially range is 0. 0 times. Now, I am repeating. Now, let me run this statement. Look at here what is happening. I wanted to repeat same random integer 10 times. So 10 times it has taken. 10 times it has taken. Then once my condition is completed, I wanted to print all the 50. Sorry, it is just 10 numbers. 10 numbers in the same line. Then print out how many times 5s are generated. Can you tell me how many number of times 5s are generated? Is it once? Can you please respond? What is my logic? I have to generate a numbers from. I have to generate numbers from. Can you please respond? I have to generate numbers from 1 through 9 and 10 times. So how many number of times 5s are generated? 5. How many number of times 5s are generated? Could you please respond? Here there are no 5s are generated. Here if whatever the number I am generating, that number I am printing. Okay, then if that number double equal to 5, I am incrementing a count. Earlier I have taken a count equal to 0. When I get any number of 5s, I will increment the count. Is it okay? I will give you 2 minutes time. Could you please check the program and see, please? Just these are demos and I have not entered into the syllabus. Okay. Once if I enter into syllabus for loops itself, I will take 2 hours class. For conditions itself, I will take 2 hours class. Okay. Can you please respond?
Yes, sir.
Now, is it okay for both of you, Renuka Prasad and second person, Rajendra?
Yeah.
Yeah, please. Now I'll take one more problem. Can you please analyze by yourself? Please analyze the problem by yourself, please. What is my problem? The program uses a loop, that is for loop. Ask the user to enter 5 numbers. I should enter 5 numbers. Okay. Are you getting me? What is my problem statement? My problem statement is saying that I should use a loop and I should enter 5 numbers. Print out how many numbers are positive and up to all numbers. Out of 5 numbers, how many of them are positive and how many number negative? Okay. Here, look at here, range of 5, which is going to generate. Can you please tell me range of 5 means which is going to generate 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 5 numbers? Can you please respond? Clear? Now, yeah. Now that means 5 times I should accept numbers. So my input function I should take it for 5 times. Now let me run this. First time I have taken 10, second time 20, third time 30, fourth time -1, fifth time -2. Now what is happening? I have taken 5 numbers. Will you agree? Out of 5 numbers, if I am adding the total of each and every number, the total of all these numbers are 30 plus 20, 50, 50, 30 plus 50, 50 plus 10, sorry, 57, 57 minus 3, sorry, 60 minus 3 is 57. Will you agree? Hello? 30 plus 20, 50, 60, 60 minus 3. Now here I am writing a logic. If number is greater than 0, then only I am counting. If the number is less than 0, I am not counting. Look at here, whatever the number I am entering, whenever I am entering a positive number, for so 10 plus 20 plus 30 is, hello, can you please respond?
Sir.
Hello?
Yes.
Now, otherwise, first let me print these numbers, then I will, okay, please. Now, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 3, 12, 14, 15. Is it the total is okay for you?
Mm.
Now, if I want to print the total numbers, okay, if I want to print total numbers, okay, if the number is greater than 0, I am counting. Now, if I run this application, what is happening? 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 3. So it is saying that out of 5 numbers, 3 numbers are positive and the sum is 2. Is it okay? Hello?
Yeah.
Now, shall I go to another problem? Yeah. Kindly understand the problem for a few minutes, please. I want you to first understand the problem. In my teachings, what I will do is I wanted to make the student to understand the problem. Once if you understand the problem, you can easily do the solve the problem. Okay, that is called as problem solving. Okay, please. Now, can you please understand the problem? Read the problem thoroughly for 2 minutes. You should write a program that randomly generate 10 numbers. Okay, that means your program should generate 10 random numbers. Look at here, I in range of 10. That means now from 1 to 5. Remember carefully, you should take the numbers only from 1 to 5. So I have taken random integer function 1, 5. Is it okay? These two statements are clear for you? Please.
Yeah.
Now for each guess, print out whether it is right or wrong. Okay. For each guess, now I have 10 guesses. I should always take the numbers from 1 to 5. Now, at the end of the program, I should print how many users gets right and how many users get wrong. Okay, na? Please. Now, if you understand this problem carefully, it is consisting of two variations. Now, what are the two variations? Read the problem once again. Problem that randomly generate 10 numbers from 1 to 5. Ask the users to guess each number. Okay, na? Now for that purpose, I have written a logic. Now I am taking 10 numbers from inputs. Every time I should enter only from 1 to 5. Okay, two things I am taking. One is taken by machine. Machine is generating a number in between 1 to 5, and we are generating our numbers through using input function. Now there is a competition between a computer and a person. A computer is generating random numbers and we are generating guesses between 1 and 5. If both computer number and our number are same, I am going to write it as right number. Yes, wrong number. Shall I go? Yeah. Our guess is mostly I will take it as 1. Okay. We'll see how the machine has taken. Machine has taken random number 4. So our is wrong. Now let us take once again. Now, could you please guess one number? Shall I take 3? Yes, I have taken 3. But a machine has generated random number 1. Okay, next. Guess, I'm guessing 5. Yes, look at here. My guess is 5 and the machine has given random. So 5 equal to 5. It is right. When both are matching, look at here. When guess and random are matching, I am printing as right. Okay. Hello, can you please respond? For example, if my guess are random number, both are not same, I am printing wrong in the else block. Is it okay? Finally, I am printing how many number of rights we have taken. So we should continue this statement for how many number of times? We should continue this same thing for 10 times. after completion of 10 times, it will say how many numbers are right and how many numbers are wrong. Is it okay? Can you understand the problem? This is a simple simulation problem between a computer and a normal person. Okay. Can you please respond?
Sir.
Yeah. Any problem in the logic? Yeah. Could you please tell me if you have any logical problem? I will discuss once again, please. Rajendra or Renuka Prasad?
So when this for loop exits,
Yes, yes. After completion of 10 iterations. Okay, na?
no, my question is, how does it know it has to print only? So is it based on the indentation,
No,
like
here,
where you are writing the print?
here we have taken the loop has to run for 10 times.
I understood that part. Why it is not printing print you got right? Why it's not printing that statement?
In order to print the statement, you have to complete all these statements for 10 times. This logic, whatever the
So my
logic is
question
hiding.
is, why it is not part of for loop, the print statement?
No. This logic print statement I have not given as a part of this loop. Okay. This is
So the
one
loop
block.
ends because there is no indentation,
Yeah.
like where
Yeah.
you
This is
write the print statement.
yes. Yes. This print is a different statement. Okay.
I mean,
Now,
I'm asking question, how the compiler knows that print is different because you are writing on the left-hand
yes.
side because of indentation?
Yes, I got it. Please just
Yeah.
give me 1 minute. Statement. I am printing this copy here. Yes. Now, here I am taking a line. Now, these block of statements, this is a block of statement. These block of statements are part of this loop. Actually, in all programming languages, we will write open brackets and closure brackets. Whereas in Python, we don't write open and closure, and we'll give a space between them. This space is called as indentation. The indentation may be one tab or 4 spaces. Now, can I say whether this print statement is it a part of the statement? No, no. So this block will be executed for 10 times. Once after execution of 10 times, it will come out of the for loop. Then it will show you got this one. Okay. Now you got it, Renuka
Yeah.
Prasad?
Mhm.
But good, it is a good question. Actually, I have not discussed about indentation, all these things. Just these are demo classes. So I'm taking a problem statement. Why I'm taking problem statement? Because in the yesterday's class, I told that how to develop a program. Okay. First, if I say 4 to 5 examples, then you can understand how to solve a problem. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. With this case, as of today, shall we close the session? Tomorrow, once again, we'll meet like this. We will go for demo session for 3 to 4 days. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any queries in today's session? I think if I go in this way, is it okay for everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir.
If there no, yeah, please. Any query, Rajendra?
No, sir.
Yeah. If there are no more queries, shall we close the today's session?